Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about the interview that King Von manager did with DJ Academics and how Asian Doll responded to it. Now, before I talk to you guys about the interview that he did, I'm going to first tell you what led up to it. Now, as you guys know, King Von passed away at a hookah lounge, and at the hookah lounge, it was confirmed that there was people that was his ops that was shooting, and there was also cops that were shooting at the same time. The police in Atlanta confirmed that off-duty police officers were shooting at them as well, and it just was a blaze of gunfire. Now, Asian Doll, who is King Von's ex-girlfriend, she had came forward and she had started to make claims, and she started saying that King Von's last words was that his homies just left him on stuck and they just ran. Now, when she went to social media, she passed on the information as if she got firsthand information from somebody and like they told it to her. But then later it was confirmed that she was talking about how she feels like that's what he's telling her in the spiritual realm of things. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what she said, and then I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what's going on, and then I'm going to start to add you guys on. Those of you guys who want to join the conversation, being that my previous lives on this subject matter was a lot of children, only way that I can add you on is if you have a video, because I don't feel like having kids troll, and I don't feel like the trolling and all of that. So if you want to be added, I have no problem adding you. I want to see what you have to say. But unfortunately for this live, normally I'll add people without showing themselves. But for this live, if you want to be added, you have to show your video and then I will add you on. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me share my screen and share what is going on with this situation. Now, where... Okay, so let me share. Okay, so here's what she said. So she had came to the internet and she had posted on Twitter, and she said, Von's last words was, y'all let them ends get up on me. Stop crying, y'all. Let them get me. So she's saying, you know, his last words to the people was, y'all let them ends get up on me. Stop crying, y'all. Let them get me. So she then said, y'all left my boy when he was unarmed, and he would have hawked MFers down for them and spent again and again. Ish crazy. I know my boy heart and loyalty wasn't deserved. He's okay though. She then also tweeted and said, if they ain't got shot or died with Von, they ain't help him. A boss top, go collect them O block chains ASAP. So a boss top, go collect them O block chains ASAP. So basically she's saying if you didn't die with him, then it ain't legit. Like, unless you died with him too, she don't feel like you helped him in any type of way, even though he had two of his friends who died alongside with him and another one had got shot. She's saying that if you didn't die, you didn't do nothing about it. Okay, so a lot of people started to take her word for it, and they started to be like, dang, you know, like, was that his last words? And they started to take what she said at face value. Well, his manager, who also got shot as well, he came forward and he wanted to dead the accusation that she made, and he wanted to clear the air in a full-length interview with DJ Academics. Now, in this interview, he talked about a number of things. He talked about the start of the night, and then he talks about all the way up into the end and the accusations that Asian Doll made. So I'm going to just give you guys a brief summary. But before I do that, he basically checked Asian Doll by saying, listen, don't come telling people what his last words were when you didn't hear him say that specifically out of his mouth. You're just going off of a spiritual advisor had told you, you know, supposedly had told you this information, or, you know, spiritual realm or whatever. Which on that, I feel him. If you want to say, you feel like you connected to somebody spiritually, there's nothing wrong with that. You can, a lot of people feel as though they have connections with, the dead, but I don't think that it's right to pass off information that you feel like you're perceiving spiritually as if it was factual firsthand information, because a lot of people can interpret things differently. Like there could be two people who could have the same exact dream, but each person can have a totally different interpretation. So it should be clear as to if you're talking about facts and you're talking about assumptions and you're talking about what you feel you perceive from the spiritual realm. Now, when she came forward, she wasn't clear. So I feel him on feeling like he wanted to defend himself on those accusations, because those were not based on facts. It was based on what she feels she perceived in the spiritual realm. Now, anyways, now let me go on over some of the things that he talked about in the interview. So in the interview, he talked about basically what was going on that night. He says that the night in question of King Von's death, they were celebrating his album release party. So he had just released an album and they were out celebrating. They were also celebrating the fact that the men that was with him from O Block had all signed distribution deals. So each person, he says, had like $50,000 distribution deal, which in turn gave them a $5,000 automatically in their bank account, and they were all having a celebration. He says after they normally go out to a club, the normal routine is to go back to the Airbnb and, collect, recap there and then move forward. However, for some reason, the plans changed. Von diverted from where they assumed that they were going back to the Airbnb, and he diverted to the hookah lounge. Now, he explains in the interview, he says that when they got to the hookah lounge, Von was in the car for about 30 minutes or so, and everybody was trying to figure out like what was going on, like if they were either going in the club or out of the club, leaving or whatever. But he was just saying like, some movement needs to happen either way. It wasn't good for them to just be hanging out. So he says his security then proceeded to check out the club. Now, anytime you go into a hookah lounge, a club, or whatever, if you don't have a license to carry and things of that nature, then you cannot bring your weapon, or even if you have a license to carry, you cannot bring your weapon inside of a club or a lounge or anything like that. Like if you're not contracted there to work for security, you cannot bring your weapons inside. So his manager explains, and he says that they went to go check out the club to see, if it was cool, what was going on, if there was any ops in there or what have you. He then explains that upon them coming out the club or whatever, somebody spotted Quando Rondo. He kept he kept like not saying his name, then saying his name, so he kept slipping up, but he was alluding to Quando Rondo. So he says that basically somebody spotted that Quando Rondo was in a vehicle nearby his vehicle and alerted King Von that was who was over there in the car. Now, he then says that, mind you, they had already put all of their weapons in their vehicles because they were going out to, go into the club and check it out, and they couldn't take their weapons in there. So he says immediately when Von got word that Quando Rondo was right there, he immediately hopped out the car and everybody had to pretty much follow suit after him, and things happened fast. He says that one of the members that was with them went to go retrieve his weapon out of the car, and he is one of the ones who also died with King Von. He says that he went to go get his weapon, and he went to go try to, rectify the situation and have his weapon, since everybody was reacting so fast, and he ultimately ended up dying as well. Now, in the course of this situation, his manager also talks about how, he was standing next to Von. Von went up to Quando Rondo to fight him. When he went up to fight him, the guy who they say is the brother or whoever, took out his pistol to start shooting at Von. The manager says that he got shot in the leg. And when he got shot in the leg, he says that there was a multitude of gunfire that rang out from cops as well. Now, on the internet, there was a lot of people who were saying, oh, he's lying, cap, cap, cap. They ran whoopty, whoopty, whoop. But I feel like what he says was actual plausible. Like there was confirmed reports from Atlanta Police Department that the police were shooting at them and there was shots going in every single direction. Now, I know that there is a lot of people who feel like they're going to be Billy Badass in a situation, but if you really don't know where the bullets is coming from, you already see your homies dropping down. This person dropped down and this person is gone, that person gone, and then you hit. Like, I don't understand what people expect to happen in that scenario. I think that a lot of people talk about what they claim they would do, but if they were in that situation, they really don't know what they would do in that situation, because it wasn't just Von going up against his ops. It was them engaging in gunfire together, and there was also undercover police who were shooting, and there was actual on-duty police. Now, in previous videos, I read to you guys the reports, and these reports came straight from the police themselves. They said that it was 2 off-duty police officers who were shooting, and they also said that there was an on-duty police who came and was shooting as well. Now, the video clip that everybody is basing all of their facts on is a 1-minute clip. You can't really decipher everything in that 1-minute clip. And if you are not there, you cannot put yourself in that situation and claim that you know what you would do if you got somebody shooting from right here, shooting from over here, it's bullets flying everywhere. I mean, I just don't think that, you know, the way that y'all claim that y'all would have done things, I don't think that that would have happened. Like, I just think that a lot of people be talking and they just don't really hear what they be saying sometimes. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. And I feel like what his manager said is plausible. Now, Asian Doll got wind that the manager has spoke out about this situation, and she was mad that he was addressing her, and he was saying like, she was saying that she didn't appreciate him addressing her. She didn't appreciate him speaking on her because she was Von's girl or whatever. And that was another thing that his manager had clarified also. His manager had clarified their relationship status and said that him and Asian Doll were not together at the time, which in her response, she admitted that they were not together at the time. And if you guys followed the timeline in my previous video, then you guys are well aware that they kind of were at odds at the moment when he passed away, because she had hopped on a song with NBA Youngboy. He had then said that he was doing a song with Nique, and NBA Youngboy, in the song that he did with Asian Doll, he said that he was going to meet the Reaper in that song. So there was a lot of tensions being sped out. And Von, according to his manager, felt like it wasn't about the females. It was just about the disrespect. And he felt like he wanted to do one of them bad. Now, that is pretty much the summary of what the manager said as far as the events. You can see the full interview on DJ Academic's YouTube channel. You can see the full thing. But I'm going to pull up a separate tab, and I'm going to show you guys what Asian Doll said in response. Now, I posted this video up on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to share it with you guys live, and then I'm going to start taking calls, and you guys could let me know how you feel. Your theory of the situation could be different. You could feel otherwise. I'm going to open the floor for all of you guys to give your thoughts on the matter. However, in order for you to chime in, though, you have to be on video, because there's too many children that be trolling when I go live about King Von. So let me pull up what Asian Doll said real quick. I'm going to share that. In the meantime, just because you're the only one on FTC, I'm going to let you go, even though you ain't got your video on. Go ahead while I look up this video. Okay, see, that's exactly why I'm not going to allow people with no video. I tried to give one person a chance, and it just be a lot of kids trolling. So like I said, if you guys want to come on, you have to be on video, because it'd be a lot of children trolling, and I just don't be understanding, like, where is the kids? Like, don't y'all got school? Don't y'all got some type of schoolwork to do? Like, what be going on? I don't be understanding that. But anyways, let me show y'all her response. Let me share my screen, and then I'm gonna open it up for y'all.
He said you weren't there, you don't know what happened. You don't know what he had said. I want clout. You didn't hear Savon say anything like that. He said you weren't there, he doesn't know what you're talking about. He said you're wild delusional. That's the only part they posted. That was the whole. Okay, what else? He said I'm lying. Gang, it's so crazy because I had the intentions on getting this bitch and doing niggas in, like really getting on niggas ass. But on my mama, like just reading this shit and just read what y'all saying that he said, like that ain't even shit. I'm thinking he really running his mouth because everything he said that ain't shit. Nobody was there. None of us was there. Nobody was there. We saw it. Everybody saw it. Why the fuck do you feel like you gotta come at the girlfriend? Everybody says something about y'all. The whole fucking world says something about y'all, not just me.
Okay, so I'm going to pause her right there. The reason why he's coming at you is because you're probably the person with the biggest platform. You have the biggest platform and you're making accusations against them that are not factually true. You're making accusations against them based on your interpretation of what you perceive in the spiritual. Also, yes, there is a video, but there is a lot of stuff that, you know, a person just looking at the video, you can't really compare that to actually being in the midst of a whole on gun battle, guns blazing, gun show. And you can't really, you know, like we see them scattering, but we also don't hear guns that, which I'm sure they heard, guns coming from this direction, that direction, that direction, that direction. I mean, so I don't think that obviously he would be replying to you because you're the one making the wildest claims with the biggest platform and saying things, and you're close to Von. So people are taking what you say for face value. So of course he's going to address you specifically. But let her continue.
Not just fucking me. Talking about some motherfucking clown. You man, stop playing with me. Anyways, I don't really care. That's cool. I thought he said some other shit. I don't know why. I thought he said some whole other shit. That's it. So I'm not. Yo, it ain't shit. How y'all doing though? Everybody straight? Everybody straight? Is y'all good? Is everybody keeping up with themselves today? Is everybody okay? So I'm crazy and I'm capping. I'll live with that. I ain't tripping. Yeah, I got all the clout in the world. I've been having clap before motherfuckers even knew. Like, man, stop it. But as long as everybody's straight, then I'm good. Because I'm straight, y'all. I'm doing real good. I just got back to my house. I was with family yesterday and friends yesterday. I finally got around my peoples. I was just chilling, vibing and stuff like that. Every day, just knowing, like, you know, coming to reality about this whole situation. I've been staying strong. Everybody around, it's been okay. But just seeing how devastating it is to them, like, you know, it just inspired me to stay strong. They say go to my door because I got they send me flowers. I'm gonna put y'all flowers on her. They send me flowers and they send me chocolate covered strawberries and stuff like that. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I was just gonna get on this bitch and do niggas in, but at the end of the day, like all that shit, my probably just came into me and was like, "Don't do that shit, ma," because I was finna do niggas in, like I was finna really do niggas in and have to like I was finna do niggas the fuck in. Oh my mama, don't ever fucking play with me, especially not me. Don't ever play with me. Don't ever play with me or disrespect me. Cause y'all know what's up with me. Y'all already know what's up with me. Y'all know how I was coming behind him. Y'all know that shit. Anyway, so yeah, I've been it's been good though. Even though It's a lot of shit going on. This shit not affecting. It's not the negativity not affecting me. As long as I think positive and think positive about the situation, I'm straight. I can live with me having my boy best interests, me never snaking him, me never going behind his back. I can live with just being a real bitch towards him, even the ups and downs. Even when my loyalty wasn't deserved, I still was loyal. And at the end of the day, I wasn't on good terms with none of the. But we're really like, I really wasn't one the type of person who just like who goes around the family or who is like, you know, with the kids and stuff like that. I didn't. I didn't never do that. So it's like, for us not going together, we was not together. Just go and hug everybody, make sure everybody should kiss everybody. Like that's at the end of the day. That's all I was saying. Like that's all I care about. They had that dudes to make me turn up though shit. I don't feel like having them talking so, you know, just talking with my emotions and shit like that. Everybody's it is what it is. We see, you see, y'all see. It is what it is. And if anybody play on me when it comes to like spiritually, like making a joke out of me saying that I talk to Von spiritually, like just you will see, like, you know, everybody has their day, and this shit not a joke. It's not funny. I'm not fucking delusional. I'm not losing my mind. Like I'm coming to reality, and that's what's bringing me so much peace. That's the reason why I haven't crashed out. That's the reason why I haven't been so emotional like I was the first 2 days. That's the reason why, because like I'm 10 toes down during while you living, and after you leaving. Like, you feel me? So I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna play my part. I'm gonna play my position. I ain't let none of these lame ass niggas run me away from none of that shit no more. I don't give a fuck. I'm around. What's up? Queen Von. And that's what the fuck it is. And I'm Queen Von. And nobody gonna never be able to take that from me. No fucking body. None. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And that's just what it is. And I'm woman enough to get on this bitch and say that me and Von was not together when he died. Me and Ron was not together when he died. Y'all see what happened. Y'all seen the internet stuff. But y'all seeing how I'm carrying shit on my shoulders, on my motherfucking back. Because if that shit, me and Ron would have been together, something happened to me on my mama, bitch, that to my family, Ron would have stood right there with my mama, head up. My boy would have made sure my family was straight. My boy would have made sure my family, and that's all that fucking matters. Literally. And if anybody on this bitch funny, this shit is real, this shit is my life, and this shit is reality. Like, this is my life now. Like, y'all don't understand. This shit is really my fucking life. Like, y'all don't think I get up in the morning, I'm surprised too. Like, who the fuck wanna go through some shit like this? Who wanna see they nigga get killed on camera? And people run. Like, who want to see that shit? Don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to get on this bitch crying. But stop playing with me just because I'm on this bitch speaking the truth. Don't ever y'all loyalty when it came to him. Y'all knew I wasn't. Y'all was down with that shit. Y'all. It made y'all so happy to see me and that nigga. Stop fucking playing. He didn't leave with no animosity towards me. Y'all see what that boy said. He said, long as AJ happy, I'm happy. That's the type of nigga that I had for him, his family. I'm going to be there for whoever. And I would have never left his side. I would have never left.
Okay. And so when she's talking about that part, she's talking about when King Von made comments on her working with NBA Youngboy. Now, King Von responded to that and said, as long as she's happy, he's happy. But he also said that he didn't respect the song. He felt like it was trash, and he didn't respect the shots that was being thrown his way in the song. But he also made it very clear that he wasn't beefing over no females. However, he was not respecting, like, you know, the shots that was being thrown. I did a full breakdown video breaking down that. So if you have not seen that on my channel, be sure to check it out. But I just wanted to clarify that part.
And everything happened for a reason, because I'm alive and I'm here to speak the fucking truth. And you niggas need to shut the fuck up. If y'all ain't gonna go step or do something, stop coming for me. Go do something. Stop trying to put pieces together and say what started the beef. Stop fucking playing, because y'all know. And I ain't even really, and I'm not even really like, bro, I don't know, negative shit. Like, I'm really like thinking positive still, but it just simple fact, like, dang, you out of all people track, you gonna go live with this nigga academics game. Like, you really gonna do that shit? And you know damn well when me and the nigga Von broke up 2 gang, I'm so motherfucking loyal. I'm so motherfucking loyal, gang. When wanted to leave Gucci, Think about it. My nigga, the holiday in the loop. Even if me and Vaughn went together, like, so what? Nigga, y'all all knew about me before that shit. Like, it is what it is. Like, I even came to you, Trey. What I asked you? I said, manage me. What I asked you? Did I ask you to manage me? Did I ask you to take me in? Then I come to your fucking office and sit down with you, gang? And y'all probably thought that shit was funny. Y'all probably was laughing at my pain, laughing at the fucked up situation I was in. And guess what you did? You spit me. You didn't even say nothing back, gang. We was cool. I came to you niggas, gang, and asked you, like, I came to you. Stop playing. I'm at the end of the day, gang, I'm Asian dog. And that is period. And I'm raw and I've been in this shit. Everybody been fucking with me. Girl, that'd be great. Yeah, I ain't mean to cry. Like, this I'm gonna be there for my boy, family, his kids, whatever, sister, whatever. We wasn't going together. And that's why they so happy. I was on my motherfucking dick when I came around. Stop playing, and I turn shit up. Stop fucking playing with me. Oh, y'all don't ever play with me. Talking about heavy on the ex-girlfriend, heavy on the ran. What are you talking about? Everything that I saw and I said, everybody in the whole world seen that shit. Don't play with me. Don't fucking play with me. This bitch talking about she talking to Vaughn through her spiritual. Is that who is you to sit her and play, gang? You wouldn't even never play like that. Even if me and Vaughn was on the worst of terms, gang, you would never in your life sit there and do an interview about me, gang. If he was alive, you could never do that shit. Why you want to do that shit when he died? That's how you know you niggas are disrespectful as fuck. You niggas don't got no motherfucking respect. I didn't have respect for him. Sure don't have respect after the fact. Any nigga get on that bitch talking about in a family place. Sit the fuck down that wheel. We saw what happened. Fuck one angle, what the fuck happened? And when I said whatever came out of nigga in the car said it. Stop. I'm not like making this shit up. Who gonna make this shit up? I'm just being.
Yeah, and the one thing I will pause her on is that she keeps saying like she see what happened, but she's also very aware that his people died too. Like she's acting like they didn't get shot and he was the only person that got shot. Other people that was with him got killed too. So that's the only thing and I understand that she's grieving, and I do understand that, there are several different processes of grief. You get what I'm saying? There is the denial stage, there is the blaming stage, there is all these different stages of grief, but she also has to understand, like, when she keeps saying, like, we saw what happened, she has to also acknowledge that his friends also died and got shot as well.
I'm realistic to y'all, and don't act like I'm doing too much. But at the end of the day, like, I'm a real bitch. I don't have to speak on it. I don't have to say it. I stand on it. Everybody know what's going on, and just like.
Okay, and then she posted up a message after that live, or a little bit before, going at the manager. And then she said, everything I posted, Vaughn said, be heavy on the you ran. Can't expose ish, be, but how raw and real I am. I was his ex-girlfriend. The world saw that Vaughn put me through and how I still held ish down and went my own way, just like right now, be. I'm with his real family, with his kids, hugging his baby mamas, and B's go step and stop talking. Stop playing with me, because I'll go live and air y'all BA out. P.S. His family don't have a big platform like I do to spread the real, so I be speaking on their behalf, just like they said, go get them old blockchains, not me. Okay? So that is what she said in response to the interview. Now I'm gonna add some of you guys on, and you guys let me know what you think. Zaza?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm in the car. Hold on, because I'm driving at the same time, and it's dangerous as fuck. But
okay, I don't want you to get I don't want you to get no accident. So now that I see you're not a troll, you could turn off the camera and just talk. Like, set the phone in your lap or something and talk. Go ahead.
Okay, so the only thing that I had to say was that I don't know, I really just don't understand why people are so mad at her, or can't understand why she's grieving, or not necessarily why she's grieving, but people are so upset at her saying that she's the ex-girlfriend and things like that. I mean, we know she's the ex, but at the same time, being the ex, you spent so much time with him, you were around him, you guys built a bond, a relationship. Oh my God, I don't know what this car is doing. So of course she's going to be grieving. She has the right to share pictures, videos, I mean, what she wants. So people are attacking her, saying heavy on the ex-girlfriend. Yes, heavy on the ex-girlfriend. Like, that's the point. I'm his ex-girlfriend, so of course I'm going to be grieving. Of course I'm going to feel some type of way. I don't agree with her arguing with the manager. I don't agree with the manager arguing with her. I feel like they both are missing the point. I don't think that's a grieving process to argue with each other, to be honest. I feel like they should focus on the fact that he's gone, you know, being there for his family, being there for his children in any way they can. Oh shit, the police. Hold on. It seems like both of them have money, so help with funeral arrangements. I mean, it's time for you guys to take action now and move on to the next step. It's not time to be on social media arguing and stuff like that on his name. That's so tacky. That's so low count and just, you know, ridiculous, in my opinion. And also, people are saying that the video of Quando taking Vaughn to the hospital, that's not Vaughn.
Wait. Before you talk about that, I want to comment. Yeah, I want you to pause real quick before you go on to the next thing that you want to say.
Hold on, I can't hear you, baby. What you said?
I said I want you to pause real quick so I could comment on some of the things that you've said, and then I'm gonna let you speak on the Quando part.
Yeah, go ahead, no problem.
Okay. So on social media, I don't necessarily think that people are mad at her. I think that people are speaking from a place of, even though she was the ex-girlfriend, and I understand, and I think that social media understands that she has love for him and he had love for her. I don't think that anybody is denying that they had love for each other, but even though you love somebody, it is not fair to make certain accusations on other people just because you were the ex-girlfriend or whoever you may be. It doesn't matter if you are the mama, the sister, the brothers, the cousin. It's not fair to make wild claims to 2.4 million people, and it was not an actual factual conversation. She was going off of what she felt was interpreted
her dream.
And she didn't clarify that. She made it seem as though that was his legit last words. So I don't think that social media is mad at her. I think that people understand, like, okay, we understand that you're grieving. And even though they had their little tips, people do petty stuff. People get mad at their boyfriends. They take petty shots. But I think people are trying to be like, listen, you still have to be real as to how we got here. Too.
Yeah, that's not really what I was trying to say, really, but I get what you're saying. You're right 100% on everything you just said. I was talking about the comments on the Shade Room teens and both Shade Room adults or whatever, at people saying like, oh, you're the ex-girlfriend, it's, you know, only the baby mama should talk, only this. I'm talking about those type of comments, not what she was saying. You're right 100% on what you know, her making those accusations and things like that. That's like such misplaced anger. One person killed Vaughn, not the manager, not the people that she's, you know, talking bad about or telling, you know, they should come and take their chains, things like that. That's just terrible. So I agree with you on that. I was talking about the other comments, you know, saying that she's the ex-girlfriend or she's not the baby mama or just comments like that. I just think it's ridiculous, and mostly coming from kids who probably don't understand that she was his ex. I mean, he had a lot of love for her. Even Vaughn said himself that how much he loved her. The baby mama came out and said, you know, yesterday, or I think it was today, yo, you know, respect Asian, because Vaughn loved her so much, and just, you know, just saying different things like that. But I agree with you about her comments and things like that. Asian always been a little bit off to me. I mean, she just is just real reckless, just real ratchet and ghetto. So who knows what's going to come out her mouth, but I agree with you 100%. She can't make certain accusations and not expect people to bite back or whatever. But that's just really my opinion. I'm going to let you, you know, finish up so I could see if I could comment again on anything else, but I'm driving, so let me go.
All right, Jay?
What's up? With me, you know, I don't know too much about King, Vaughn, and Asian now. But I just don't like the direction it's going, you know, because I'm from the Tupac and Biggie situation. And I know how people be gassing it up and shit happening. You know what I mean? And it seems like it's a lot of stuff about to happen with this situation right here. So And I just think like a lot of people need to stop instigating that shit. You know what I mean?
I agree.
To get real, you know, all that Chicago versus New Orleans and all that shit played out. If you're gonna team up, fight the white supremacists. That's who kicking your ass. All that other shit, that's goofy, man. You know what I mean? All that instigating and just saying all that stupid shit. You know what I mean? Just you said what?
I let a couple of your curse words fly, but no cursing. Go ahead.
For sure, but yeah, man, that's my whole take on it, man. Like, man, we got to do better to react, man. All that we influenced by the weakest stuff. You know what I mean? And I just think like we need to get on code to where we ain't thinking about all that getting at each other. Just get at the real people to get us in this situation, and that's the white supremacists. All that you ain't gangsters. You pop another brother. That's not gangster. You know what I mean? You ain't real. That ain't hood. That ain't nothing. That's weak. You know what I mean? We just think, as people, we gotta stop influencing the weakest stuff, man. You know, and that's how I look at it, man. Asian doll, the stuff I seen by, she got some coolness raised, but she young. You know what I mean? And I just think everybody just need to, man, stop instigating that shit, cause you know it get real.
Did I tell you no cursing?
Oh.
Now we got you cursing too much. Bye. All right. The next people that I add, no curse words. Okay. This is a job that I'm conducting. Okay. Dom.
Oh shoot. I was about to cuss as soon as you said that.
Now, what's your thoughts?
All right. So what's the question again?
No, just your thoughts overall on the manager speaking out and doing an interview, Asian Doll's response.
Well, when I watched the video of the manager doing the interview, I was like, they definitely gonna use some of this stuff in court.
Yes,
the fact that
he definitely says some stuff that could be used as self-defense too.
Yeah, like so the dude might beat the case just off the fact that he said it out his mouth that Vaughn initiated the fight. So the fact that the dude grabbed the gun, he was just trying to protect, Quando or whatever. That's how it looks like. That's how they're going to try and flip it either way.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Asian Doll doing too much on the internet. First of all, she just need to chill out. She just be doing a lot. First of all, like she been doing a lot. And now that she got something to actually give her something to talk about, she just running with it. Like she might be hurting for real, but I think she's still like she doing too much. She just need to fall back. So
she deleted her Instagram. So hopefully she does take like a social media break. We all, as individuals who are users of social media, we all need to take time and take a break from certain things. So hopefully she takes, a well-needed break from social media.
Shit, R.I.P. Vaughn,
No cursing. Bye, Dom. Makita.
Hi, I'm from Chicago. I know some people, and my thing is, people can't really tell a person how to react when somebody die. And if it's her personality, that's just who she is. I'm not knocking nobody for how they react to stuff. It's just, like they say, you live by the sword, you die bad. And it's like, when you look at the video, you just see what you see. So looks are very deceiving. We don't know what was said, but from what she said, somebody probably did tell her this what was said. Might have been his last word.
Spiritual. She was going off of a spiritual feeling.
Okay, so the part where she said about the guys pulling up to the crib and it's like they were smoking, like nothing happened. And she said it was only one that was in all like lost, like as far as like traumatized by the situation. So maybe that was the person that was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, this what happened, because my friend years ago.
So we can't make up I understand what you're saying, like that part, but she admitted that it was her talking to the spiritual realm. If you just looked at the video.
Okay, so that part I didn't get to see because I came onto your live at the end. I didn't get to see that part.
Nobody told her that. Like that,
okay.
That was a spiritual feeling that she had. that somebody told her that.
Okay, so I apologize for that if I misunderstood it, because I'm saying to myself, like, I was thinking, like, yeah, maybe that man did tell her, like, hey, this is really what happened. And as far as looking at the video, it looked like they ran. I don't know if it was his people or Quando people, but it looked like they ran and left him. It's just what it looked like. So everybody kind of like lost on really what happened. It's sad, but it's so much going on, and people's always talking about this A1 day one, but I don't know. I don't know really what to say no more. I just want to get on here and hear because the majority of the stuff you say, it be real. Like, I've been watching you for years, and a lot of stories you come on your platform and talk about, you be having like facts about it. So that's why. And I know some people, I'm not chasing clout, but it's like the people that I know, a lot of people know him that I know. And it's like, you don't know what you could say that'll make a person go off and be like, okay, you clout chasing, or you really for us, or you clout chasing. I don't know Asia Dell, but I don't know if she was clout chasing or not, but she probably was in love with him and felt that way, because people hold people's they vibes in them, that sexual feeling. Like, you link with a person, that's a bond with a person that you can't shake. Maybe she
I don't think that anybody is trying to take her bond away from her. I believe that she did have a bond with him, and I don't think that anybody is trying to take that away from her. I think that people are just reacting to the things that she's saying. It's like not about, yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Like, they saying she flips ass. I don't know what she be doing, because I'm not into no Asian Doll, but like I said,
she did do a song with NBA YoungBoy. She did. So you probably gotta catch up on some of my videos. I'm gonna go to the next person, okay?
Yeah, I'm a working person. All right. But I'm a working person. I love y'all though.
All right, Easy. I'm gonna go to you next, but you need to put a shirt on. You need to put a shirt on, Easy. Glizzy Rose.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Me personally, like y'all was saying, if she did a song with NBA YoungBoy a year ago, he basically said on his live, when to an interviewer, it's not no beef, it's not a rap beef, and it ain't no beef until somebody gets shot. But basically saying that they were still ecstatic. You get what I'm saying? So if it's static there, and if this girl say that she got love for this man, my fiance got love for me, right, wrong, or otherwise. So if I'm at any type of discomfort with any other man, she's not gonna rock with him like that. You get what I'm saying? So for her to rock with NBA YoungBoy like that, and then King Vine did a song with Nique. So it's like, okay, really, it's like a tit for tat. So everybody's sitting here like, oh, she got all this love and this, that, and the third. To me, honestly, it seemed like a real publicity stunt because of this man had relevancy to his name. And because he got killed in a negative manner, you trying to exonerate that for your own publicity. Like, we get you love him and he loved you, or whatever the case may be, but you mourn in silence. You get what I'm saying? Lil Durk deactivated his Instagram. So why you still pressing the issue like you was going to do something? But yet you made a song with this man and he finna drop it like everything good between y'all when, his affiliate basically, started beef with him and killed him. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is where's all this love? Where's all that love when you was doing a song with NBA YoungBoy?
All right. Anything else you want to add?
The whole thing looked messy. At the end of the day, I do this music stuff. So at the end of the day, I know how it goes. It's relevancy. It's just relevance. That's why the manager is saying, stop. Like you stop it. Like you gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Because you making that shit look real. My bad, you said no cursing, but you making it look real bad on it's like stirring the pot. Like, right, like my fiance saying, stirring the pot.
Yeah, she over there co-signing in the back.
Because
you're putting two young black each other that's already been raised in violent areas, they need guidance.
Like,
you starting more drama. That's not peaceful. That's not spiritual.
Right. She from Chicago. I'm from St. Louis. So we known for these type of mannerisms. So it's like we see what's going on. We know what's going on with regular people. So to see it happen with people with some type of platform or a name, it don't be nothing but relevancy and publicity. And me personally, somebody can say whatever they got to say about me, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna expose that. That's fake and that's flogging. Yeah, you can't say you love somebody, but you keep extorting it. Let this man name rest in peace then. Lil Durk deactivated his page. Deactivate yours. Why would you?
I will speak on her behalf and say she has now deactivated her page
after she changed her name to Queen Vine
and got all that attention.
But it wasn't Queen. It wasn't Queen Vine when this man was alive though. And you was making songs with NBA YoungBoy. That's all. Like that's my thing. Fake love is everywhere.
All right. Well, thank you, Glizzy, and fiance in the back. When y'all wedding?
Thanks for help. You said when our wedding?
Yeah.
Whenever we can get on your program.
You don't need to get on my program. You already said that's your fiance. When the wedding?
Hey, if we can host it on your live and get views for it, y'all, we do everything.
Just kidding. We appreciate it, though. We really support your platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming through. Bye, y'all.
All right.
Easy.
What's happening?
What's up?
So, Buddy, I ain't gonna lie, Buddy hit the nail on the head. I'm from Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans, but I know a lot of people from BR, and I feel like a lot of people, bro, are taking advantage of this shit and clout chasing. Like, oh my bad. Like for instance, like 600 Breezy, this man don't even. You in the same gang, and you could barely even find a picture to post to y'all. Like, and they just doing all this for clout, saying like, oh, we're gonna slide. Like, I feel like there's some truth. I feel like people need to analyze it correctly, and they didn't. Some of them weren't scared and didn't just leave. It's hectic whenever situations like that, shootouts. Your instincts are like running all over the place. So like people get confused. You don't know what's going on. But I feel like Boss Top held it down. But the thing of the matter is, how you gonna cheat on this man? You're gonna cheat on him. You're gonna drag him on the internet. Try to say, oh, I like people with bodies, and that turns me on, and do a song with like you playing both sides, and then the moment he dies, you trying to capitalize off of it, talking about, oh, he's going to heaven, it rained, and all this. That's fake to me, bro. Like, I understand you grieving and stuff, and people grieve differently, but like that's just fake, bro. Like, I feel like, bro, we gotta stop this cycle of violence and glorifying murderers. Period. Like, doesn't matter the race, anything. We gotta stop. I feel like Von was gonna use his story because that's all he knew. He grew up in the gang life. That's all he knew. It was a product I feel like he was gonna use his story to help people, and he was on the verge of like when Duck passed, and I feel like they need to have a breakthrough with the Chicago and to have they need to have a sit down and just stop the gang violence. Chicago is like a war zone. It's like that one from New Orleans too, Baton Rouge. It's just, we gotta stop glorifying murderers, bro, because that's what's cool in the streets. Like, I did time in prison. I did all that. Like, we gotta stop that cycle of violence because it's just killing. It's involving people that shouldn't even be involved. People, moms, grandfathers, sisters, brothers, they all get affected by this, and they didn't sign up for this. They not in the streets. They didn't choose that. They didn't choose that life, you know. But
all right. Well, thank you, Easy.
All right, appreciate it.
They want to know what's your social media in the comments.
It's at Easy the Truth. EAZY the Truth. Easy the Truth.
All right. The ladies is eyeballing you, calling you Tommy from Power. All right. Tristan.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you long. It's just I feel like they should never put him in that situation in the beginning, like, you know, because he still got cases and he still got shit going on. So they should have told him, like, hey,
Tristan,
what's that?
No,
yeah.
Tristan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got on here. So I just feel like they should have put him in a whole different situation. I would have let him beat me up off the anger of trying to get to him. Bringing him back to the other car or something, like, bro, this is not worth it. It ain't worth it at all.
So somebody who, and I want y'all to be real here. Von has a reputation as being that guy. He a street dude. He do what he want. They say he caught bodies. and you know he really about that life. Do you really think that he is going to listen to anybody if he really want to get to somebody? And like, he's the main guy. He's the main guy. They the entourage. So if he's saying no, I want to go here, what do you think they gonna do?
I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But you got to realize too, 6ix9ine still walking around being untouched because he got real life securities. I wouldn't let my homies be my security because of the shit damn, I'm cursing again. I'm sorry. Because of stuff that just happened. But I just think it could have been 110% avoidable, because if you would have had real security, they would have handled that the right way and not running away from the situation like all of his other homies did. Because I watched that video plenty of times where I seen his homies run in and out of the hookah lounge and him just laying in the street. And then you got one homie running up, helping him, and everybody else running away. I just think that they could have handled that situation better. Like, I know it's understandable, they got tension, but at the same time, that man could still be alive today if they would have just left it at that. You still got to live another day. So it pisses everybody off because he still got so much more. He still got so much stories to tell. That's why everybody's so hurt. The energy that he brought to the industry, and it just ended just like that with a snap of a finger. So that's why everybody's so hurt. I just feel like it could have been handled a different way. That's all.
All right, Tristan, they saying you cute in the comments, so go ahead and throw out your social media.
I feel it.
And they said nice and healthy. He cute. All kind of stuff. Tristan is cute. So go ahead and tell them what your social media is, and I'm gonna go to the next person.
You can follow me. You can add me on Facebook, Tristan Payton. You can follow me on my Snapchat. It's DayTrigga85, DayTrigga85. I love the followers. So go ahead, add me, do what you got to do. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it real for a couple minutes. That's it. I got some studying to do. So.
All right. Peace out.
All right.
All right. All right. DJ Tyson.
Hey, what's up, Nique and Nique? Finally, Jesus.
How are you?
Yeah, you know you my IG friend, Kevin Terrell 357.
Yeah.
Other times, yeah. What's going on? Finally, listen. You know I'm from Chicago. It's a sad situation. I watched the video a whole lot of times, and I think his homies was there when from one of the video, when you look at, especially when the guys was behind the back door, when the shots rang out, that's when everybody dispersed. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the dude in the back that got the blue vest on, he hit his head like, man, like he can't believe they shot Vaughn. But if Vaughn has some real security and not no hood security, I don't think none of this supposed to happen. With all the money that he's made in the business, he should have some real security, not the hood security. I heard what the manager said when the manager said that they went there and they couldn't stop them. They should have just told them, look, let's just go. Let's just keep it moving. And when you take people, because I'm from Chicago and I stay not too far from Park. No, I'm Parkway. I'm Parkway guys. I got, shout out to FBG Doug. They got young talent. It's just that when you ain't used to having money and you get the money and you don't know how to come at your product of your environment, he should have just got out the hood, did whatever he needed to do to make it, and let somebody else, take the background of helping the people in the neighborhood. And a lot of people don't understand that he was just 26 years old. And our young folks, they dying today. They are dying. They dying. It's crazy, man. Y'all gotta not just pray for the city, pray for the world. And seeing that incident, man, it kind of hurt me because I have a son. He's 23, and I thank God that he never joined the gang because I did all that stuff before, man. We gotta put down the guns. We gotta stop the violence and put down the guns, because if not, man, our parents, I'm old school. Our parents are not supposed to bury us. We supposed to bury our parents. That's how it's supposed to go. But it seems like that's the other way around, And like I said, it's a sad situation, man. The man was young, he was gifted, or whatever it was. But a lot of this beef and this violence, it's just got to stop, man. Because if it don't stop, it just go continue on and 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 on. So, that's just my intake on it. And the manager, I think he could have played a better role. I think he could have played a better role in talking to Bond and having them, get out of that situation. Like, man, let's just go. You know what I mean? But man, listen, and it's sad to say, karma don't have no date or time. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't. What you put out in this universe is what you go get back. What you reap is what you sow. And I'm old school. They say you live by the sword, you die by the sword, and it's just a sad situation.
All right. Thank you, DJ Tyson.
All right.
All right. Freckle, Kay?
Yes. How are y'all today?
Hey.
Hi. So the way I feel about this situation, well, one thing I kind of just want to elaborate on as far as the video was concerned. This might have just been my visual. Did anybody see how Quando Rondo, it seems like he was approaching King Von and one of the friends stole off on him? Did it appear like that to you in one of the views?
It just looked like I seen a whole bunch of chaos, but according to the manager, Von was approaching him.
Okay, but overall, as far as back to the Asian doll situation, she definitely has the right to grieve, and I have myself encountered spiritual individuals and spoken to them about different things and spoken to different lost loved ones, but I do feel like that is something she should have definitely personally kept to herself and not been able to put that out there, whether if that's how the family felt. They also have their own platform, whether it's as big as hers or not. They did have their own platform to speak on these things, and they didn't. They're speaking on his death, but they didn't speak on those actual what she saw if they were with her during the spiritual guidance and things of that nature. So I personally feel like she should have just left that piece alone.
Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, well, thank you, Freckle. Okay,
thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Lingo Savage.
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to keep it short, you know what I mean? Simple. I mean, my message really just to the people, the viewers. You gotta understand, when you wanna try to live that type of street life, it's a lot that come with that. And I mean, as far as I know now, I know personally, hands-on, you gotta move like an army, you know what I mean? When they go fight for the army, they don't run and leave each other nowhere. They all go in, you feel what I'm saying? They don't try to leave nobody behind. I think they're a law in the army. No man left behind. So I feel like they all supposed to dove in. That's what I do now. Where I'm from Atlanta. So man, we dive in. We all diving in together. And that's why I understand, mid-dog, I understand her. I really feel her, cause she really got soul ties to old dude. You feel what I'm saying? So she ain't gonna feel like her friends feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just a terrible little situation, man. I mean, I ain't really get into his music, but I know I like Durkio though. I listen to Durkio, and I know he was affiliated with Durkio. So I feel like he should have tried to play it like how Durkio played. Durkio be real low key. He handle his business, take care of his family. He don't try to be out there, out there on the scene like that.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you, Lingo Savage.
All right. You're welcome.
I am Hemi.
What's going on, Nique and Nique? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So I just kind of feel like with the whole situation, it got to come a time and point in your life where you feel like you got enough money to where you shouldn't even want to surround yourself around certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? It come to a time where if dumb stuff can happen, but at the same time, dumb stuff can happen anywhere. So you should always have it in the back of your mind wherever you go, something probably could happen in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my head, if I got that kind of money, the hookah lounge at my house. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be out here spending time over here, knowing you in the street like that. So somebody looking for your head and what you got in your pocket and what's around your neck. You don't see just Kevin Gates walking around, sitting over, you know what I'm saying? you could just pinpoint, oh, they go Kevin right there at the lounge. Nah, you ain't finna do that. Like my man just said at the last minute, you're not finna catch Lil Durk just hanging out at the hookah lounge, nothing like that. But at the same time, when you gotta have that grown manness about yourself, like, okay, cool, I got X amount of dollars, I got a family to feed, I'm trying to see my little ones get old, I'm trying to see my best friends get old. But at the same time, you gotta also see them people around your circle when it gets serious, how they gonna stand like you gonna stand. That's why sometimes you can't trust, like one of your other persons said, you got to get you some higher security out here. It's people that's going to step behind something. Because you know what I'm saying? You got stuff to lose and a lot of stuff to lose. A lot of people out here ain't thinking like that. And that's why a lot of lives get missing and people glorify the killer. They want to be the killer. And they ain't doing nothing but showing other people, okay, cool, I'm going to be that next bad guy. I'm going to be the demon out here. I'm going to show up and you know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel like a lot of people got like this junk, like all like, you know what I'm saying, misconstrued in what it really is. They want to live a lifestyle that they ain't got to live no more. And that ain't no kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really got much to say, but I'm just saying, like, when you reach a certain level of stardom, a lot of people shouldn't even see you no more. You know what I'm saying?
All righty. Well, thank you, I Am Hemi.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Those of you guys who are clicking on, I'm not sure if some of you guys got the memo. I'm only adding people on video. There's a lot of people who is trying to call in, so I'm kicking people out the studio that is not on video because you're hogging up the space. I only can have certain amount of people behind the stage. So if you want to come on, due to the level of trolls, I'm only adding people on video. LaRouche?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up?
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's her boo. She got mad flicks with him. I see him on Instagram. Your timeline is flooded with every flick that she done had in her arsenal. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's sad that, son died, but shit happens, B. That's the best thing I can say. Like, he out here, you know what I'm saying, coming crazy, but man, to each his own, man. It's a doggy dog word. That's it. Best thing I can say. But
you ain't really said nothing. Say a complete sentence. What?
It's a doggy dog world. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You make your bed, you lie in it. You make your bed, you lie in it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna defend Shorty. That was her man. She can do that. She can post whatever she can post. She can talk to whoever she want to. She lay in the bed with him at nighttime. You feel me? He call up, come to the shows. You feel me? It's different. Like, them niggas ain't laying in the bed getting their head rubbed on, chest rubbed on, feeling like a king. You feel me?
So that because she laid in the bed, she could make accusations on people?
No, what I'm saying is they together. You see them all the time. We all follow them. And she a young girl. Like, come on, y'all bashing her. She could go kill herself or something like that. Y'all gotta get it together, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, have a good one though.
All right. Fire up. Nique, you on mute.
Lord Jesus, can I get off this video now? I'm so it.
Okay, go ahead. You can turn the video off.
Okay, cool. So, long story short, this is what I want to say. I was working in I was working with Fujiano's camp when the situation happened with him in South Carolina. You know what I'm talking about?
You gotta elaborate.
So there was a situation in South Carolina where Fujiano, Gucci's rapper, he was performing in South Carolina and the club got shot up. Quote unquote, somebody tried to snatch his chain. Well, I live here in Atlanta and I go to a lot of the clubs here because obviously, like I said, I work in this field. What I notice here is, for one, people stay getting shot in the parking lot because that's where they feel like they can target these artists. And the second part of it that I wanted to say is I have a TikTok page that it get a lot of views on the stories that I post, and I post a lot of stories. It's kind of like what you post as well, but obviously it's in a shorter form. But when I say the fans, look at my face when I say this. When I say the fans are so vicious and they start stuff with the artists between each other that the artists don't even realize is going on. So when they go to events like this one, for example,
a whole flame ignited.
It's a whole movie being made, and everybody just thinking they having fun. Everybody just you know, enjoying they time or whatever. And with the other guy saying like you can't be out and all of this stuff. Realistically, an artist like Vaughn, he hasn't even made it. He's been in the industry for 2 years. Realistically, that's not no time. You see what I'm saying? That's not no
You
time
feel like
for.
that's not time to really have, you know, the ducks in the row, security line.
He
But
didn't have nothing
his
lined up yet.
manager have been. I will say this though, his manager wasn't he YNW Melly manager as well
And you
before.
see what happened to Melly too.
So I mean, by that situation, his manager kind of should have had things
some type of understanding, right?
That one of his artists just went to jail for murder. So I will say, like, I understand what you're saying, but his manager could have kind of had things moving a little bit differently.
Now I'm gonna tell you another thing. I don't know where this manager is from, but again, I don't think people realize in Atlanta it's culture to get killed in the parking lot. It's like a normal thing. So really, I think the club was wrong for one. Y'all know this is something normal. He should have never been there when the club was closing. That's for one. Another thing, why is he coming out the front door? This is a platinum selling artist now. We talking about somebody who sold a lot of songs, somebody who's very well known. Why they coming out the front door? That's another thing that it shouldn't be happening, you know. And here in Atlanta, it's like they don't care. They just like whatever. Things happen. It's no big deal. But on the flip side of it, what I was gonna say about Agent Doll, I think people is like tearing her apart, and she's a real person. At the end of the day, she is a human being. Even if regular people that don't got no money vent on social media the same exact way that she's venting. And again, when it comes to these fans,
you have to be a little bit more careful if you have. Now, I do understand that regular people vent on social media, but when you have a following of 2.4 million people, you have to be a little bit more careful as to the things that you say.
You're right, but nobody taught her. She's not a Blue Ivy. When we talk about a person like Beyonce's Blue Ivy, this is somebody who grew up understanding you're going to be in the spotlight. You got to act a certain way. You can't do certain things. She's not that person. She's a person that grew up regular.
She's been on social media for a while. Like, I'm not
now,
still. And I know that with a certain
Blue Ivy still get training too.
You still have to restrain from saying certain things publicly. That's even streets. Like if she says that she's street a lot, even with the streets, you don't do too much talking on the internet, period. Like, she's acting like she is a gangster herself. If you really a gangster, now I got family members who are in that life. You're not even supposed to be conversing with how you feel like a homie lacking or whatever, because if you really a gangster like that, you gonna address them and you gonna get at them, because you're not gonna want police to even know you feeling no type of way about it, if we really want to be honest.
But now, really, she not gonna do nothing. She just gonna say what she feel.
It don't have nothing to do with growing up with Blue Ivy or anything. It's about what she's portraying to be on the internet.
But all I was saying with that is understanding we're talking about a regular person. Just like we condemn Cardi B for doing the stupid things that she does, and she tells you, I wasn't trained for this. I don't know how to be famous. I don't know how to convince y'all that I'm a certain way and then I'm not really that way. Realistically, all I'm saying is bear with her. Yeah, she might have been popping for a good amount of time, but realistically, that girl is still. I can get on YouTube videos that she dropped last year, not even a whole year ago, that only got like 5,000 views. So she's really not as famous as y'all want to make her to be. She don't really understand the things that y'all trying to make her understand. She's regular.
I don't think that she's famous at all. I'm saying she has
even worse.
She has a big following, and you have to be careful as to what you say. She's not famous by what I consider to be famous, but she is an influencer on social media that has a large following. And not only that, even following aside, she's pushing a gangster persona as well, saying that she raw, she this, she that, like she thugging and all that.
Let's be real. I don't think Vaughn would have messed with anybody that wasn't raw or wasn't gangster. That was Vaughn type.
No, but I'm telling you, how she's moving is not reflection of what she is portraying. So people are responding to that.
Yeah, but I also just want to remind people that it's all our opinions. It's your opinion, it's her opinion, it's everybody is just dropping their opinions. They're not really dropping hardcore facts. And especially when it comes to the video, the surveillance, I mean, it's just how she feels.
If you put out a statement and say that somebody's words was
yes, I completely agree that that's not right.
An opinion. That's passing off information as it being factual. That's not.
Yeah. And I wasn't referring to that. I agree with you on that part. I wasn't referring to that, but I do agree with you on that part. All I'm saying with Asian is she's expressing herself and people are being vicious, and I mean, it doesn't make it better, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
It doesn't make it no other way.
And you acknowledge that you're saying that people is being vicious, and I will agree that people probably are not kind. But
and I'm not even saying vicious toward her. I'm talking about in general. Like,
but wait.
Yeah.
You're saying that people are being too vicious on her, but you're also negating that what she says can get somebody killed.
I think you missed what I said. I wasn't even saying they were being vicious toward her. I was saying the fans are causing this type of like ruffle when it comes to like stuff like this happening when rappers get killed in public and stuff like that. It's more so like fans putting stuff into people's head and nobody really knows what's going on. Now, when it comes to Asian Doll and her saying what she said and us thinking like, damn, is that what, I mean, my bad. And us thinking like, wow, is that really what he said? Like, did he tell you that? And not only that, as fans, we're looking like, this girl got a good relationship with him, so he might have even told her that. So yeah, I don't think that was right. However, I've been through that where my cousin was in a car with my other cousin and she died, and she was talking to a spiritual advisor and we didn't know, and she talking all this other stuff and we just like, okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna all feel some type of way. It's normal, but to beat down on people, I feel like people just making it worse by putting their commentary on it, by saying like, oh, she shouldn't say that. Now, yes, she need to admit it was a spiritual advisor, but she done admitted it now.
Now I'm about to go to somebody else because you saying that she should be able to say what she's saying, but what she's saying could, like, what if she said that and one of the people from O Block took that as a fact,
like,
and retaliated because they thinking that somebody said that they didn't say. You have to consider, like, you can't just say, oh, she could just say whatever, because she's saying stuff that could get somebody killed.
I didn't say that.
You did. Okay. You said she could say whatever she wants.
But you cut me off at the point where I said at this point she has admitted that it wasn't like fact. It was a spiritual advisor. Like, at this point we know. But it took for us to go through those steps. That's how everything is, though, as far as I know on social media.
That's not how life works, though. That's not how life works. We know
on social media. We gotta look through so many things to get the story on social media. Come on now.
No, but that's not how real life works, though. This is a real life.
In real life.
Somebody died. The moment she said that, somebody could have went right then and there at that moment. They didn't know, like, they didn't have time to wait to see if she come back, she clarified. Some people go off of what you say.
And some people chop up interviews to only say a couple of the words that were said, and we still don't jump off of that. But I get what you're saying, and I definitely feel you. So yeah.
All right. Peace out, Nia.
Bye-bye.
All right. 90, hustle hard.
How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. RIP for one. RIP for Vaughn. But the whole situation, I don't think people's really like watching manager's interview. I think they just scheming through it, picking what they want to hear and shit. I'm sorry, hear and stuff. Get that right. All right, now his manager said he had security. He had proper security. Vaughn was in a bulletproof truck at that. Did y'all hear that? Vaughn's boy came to the car.
Before you go on, I want to comment to some of the people in the chat saying that social media is not real life. A lot of the things that's happening on social media are playing out. It's playing out in real life as well. So although social media is not real life, when you're dealing with gangsters and you dealing with people who are throwing shots at each other, and they taking those actions and they're taking those disses, it can translate into real life. What you say on social media, we're not in a world where you say stuff on social media and it's just that. It was on social media. No, people take disrespect and they take disses however they come. It don't matter if it's social media. That's the problem. A lot of y'all think that y'all can say
Because
stuff.
if you're dissing, yeah, it's disrespect. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
we're
go
not
ahead.
saying something about you dissing, and yeah, we're not dissing a song or nothing to play around. Like a lot of people out here live the street life. That's what it is. Especially everybody watched Vaughn for years. We all know what he was about. Now his manager said the car's bulletproof. He had 4 security guards. But Vaughn's boy came to the car. If y'all really in the streets, y'all know if you got a chance to get out one of your boys, you're moving like that. You're gonna move. He said someone was over there. Blah, blah, blah. His manager said, Vaughn said, up, let's go. They didn't even have time to react to Vaughn getting out the car fast enough. So when Vaughn even just bumped into the guy, it was already fist thrown. All his boys came from the back view. Everybody's saying they watched the video, they seen all his boys run. Can you hear the video though? Can you hear all of them shots going off? A lot of people like to talk and talk and talk, but never been through nothing. Now with Asian doll, yeah, she can grieve. She can grieve all she wants. But it's not, ain't nobody coming at her for grieving. We're coming at her for about the lies. The stuff she's making up. Because regardless of what, you seeing this, you have a conversation with them, that's all in your head. You're making that up. It's imaginary. Yeah, go ahead and grieve, but none of it is gonna bring him back. The lies are nothing. Because those lies, he have real family in Old Block. So you saying other people in Old Block are stealing out his house, doing all this, the ones who are seeing that is ready to go ride, and now it's an Old Block war. How are y'all really looking at this? It's a sad situation, Asian dog. Yeah, I mean, it's all just sad. Period.
All right, thank you. All right, Trap Lord.
Yeah, hello. How you doing? You can hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing? Yeah, I just want to say that Asian doll, like that whole situation was weird. Like she can grieve and all that, but yeah, when you saying like King Von say go get them chains and all that, that's you can't do that on some street shit. You can't do that because I even watched the interview too. I don't think a lot of people watched the interview with the manager. Like, bruh really said it happened fast. When shit happened in a
No cursing. You done flew off 2 curse words. Now go ahead.
Oh my bad, ma. Oh, you can't cuss on it. My bad. My bad. Yeah. So yeah, when he said it happened so quick, it happened so quick. So when bro ran up to the car and said, yeah, bro, outside on some street stuff. If you see your op, you gonna get up on him, and that's what happened. But unfortunately, like, bro got shot. But when other people saying like he need proper security, bro has security or whatever, and everybody. Plus, like I even seen like this other video with this homeless dude was talking. Guess he was one of the witnesses. He was saying like this was yesterday. I seen the video yesterday. They was saying like he could smell the gun smoke. He heard over 20 shots. And now you can say that's true now because they said police were shooting and didn't nobody know where the shots is coming from. So, everybody ducking. So, I mean, everybody watching the security footage and saying people running and all that. Like, come on now. Who wouldn't run from bullets? You're not about to die. But yeah, I mean, that's all I came to say.
All right. Thank you, Trap Lord. PGFM 30.
Hey, Mom, what it do, Mom? How you today?
You want to get that sexy on? Look at you. He done came through, put me on the chair.
Hey, how you today, Mom? Hey, listen. I'm enjoying what's happening right now. Like I wasn't familiar with this. My shorty actually fucks with you. So she was like, hey, you should say something. She like, you got a lot to say. You should say something. So I said, why not? Now I'm real familiar with the whole situation, and I feel like you was 100% correct. You know what I mean? As far as the street, like, and obviously old girl didn't understand what you were saying because she ain't from the streets. So only people from the streets would understand, the point that you was making. That if she's claiming to be from the street, you see what Dirk did. I mean, this what Dirk did. He shut his mouth. He cut it down. So be quiet, because right now, like you said, his people probably ready to ride. I'm not saying they should. And like even me as an artist myself, at this point, I'm ready to just stop promoting that. I'm ready to stop even listening to it because I was just in love with this boy like I was in love with Tupac, man. You know what I mean? And as a member of hip hop, it really broke my heart, man. It really broke my heart to see that boy die in the streets. And then, now I'm like, oh, let me check out the other boy. I ain't even know he was a rapper. Then Quando Rondo, he popping too. Like, he hot too. So it's like these kids destroying their life, man. And it's really sad to see hip hop going this direction. And also, none of the OGs is stepping up saying the right shit right now. You know what I mean?
No cursing.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry because I was really trying to keep it in my head. Like, I'm not gonna curse.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna curse. You know what I mean? Hey, it's PGF on 30 Live. You know what I mean? At PGF on 30 Live. I got my little live thing too on Facebook. Hey, plug that in real quick. You know what I mean? Knuckle Bust TV. Follow me. But listen, you know what I mean? On G's, man. Von the truth. He was the truth, man. He's still the truth. Because the music gonna live on. I'm gonna keep popping that, you know what I mean? And I'm just I want to encourage the youth, man. Like, listen, man, we gotta change the way we moving right now, man. It's a real sad situation for all our people to get caught up in this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we sitting here watching it. We got the the election and all that. That don't matter to hip hop. Like, hip hop is its own nation. Like, I was feeling the white boy from Louisiana. You know what I mean? Like you would say, he was like, that's hip hop. You got the haters who gonna look at that like, oh, what this white? He hip hop. You know what I mean? And it's like until we start looking at the unity, you know what I mean, within our people, until we start looking at the unity, you know what I mean, within this culture, man, you know what I mean? I really got myself on the big screen too, so I'm trying to check me out.
Boy, stop trying to be Rico Suave and tell us what you think so I can go to the next person. We got a lot of
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to say again. You know what I mean? Oh, girl, I don't want to see because I'm from the streets too. I don't know her, so I'm not gonna get on here and start talking about her. But I agree with you that this what she should be in. So, my Asia dog, shut up, be quiet, please. Like, you know what I mean? Get on your gangster. Like, I get it. You on social? That's what I learned to do too. Cause I live. Like, I go live. I'm live all day. But I learned my personal business. Some things I shouldn't say on here. You know what I mean? And I'm learning how. Cause like you said, if you got a following and people watching you, you just stepped out now. You know what I mean? On the front line. If you want to be an influencer, you on the front line now. You should do it responsibly. You know what I mean, you should do it responsibly. And I like what you're doing. I'm gonna start watching you now. You know what I mean?
All right.
Word up.
Rico Suave. I mean,
PGF on 30, baby. PGF on 30.
All right.
PGF on 30 Live.
All right. That boy B.
Hey, man, what's up with you?
What's up?
Hey, first I just want to say the Chindal situation. She got a right to say what she want to say. She should have just said that it was a spiritual calling first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other than that, she should have said what she want to say. We can't knock her for saying that, but she should have put it out there. This was a spiritual calling. As far as the Young Von situation, it's sad. We lost somebody that was young, coming up in the game. I don't know. I wasn't there, but according to the manager who went down, it was a sad situation. When nobody expected, he wasn't even expecting it to go down like that. It's just sad that we can't fight without somebody picking up a gun. Hopefully one day, y'all out there seeing this can realize that this shit ain't got it ain't always got to end in no street way. You know what I'm saying? We can sit down and fight it out. We can talk it out. We can just chill. We ain't got to fight. We ain't got to plant the guns every single time. But at the same time, I understand why people keep their guns because of situations like this. And it's just sad, you know what I'm saying? We lost a rapper, and not just a rapper, but this happened every day in cities across America to people that's not being publicized like this. You know what I'm saying? This is happening every day in our community for no apparent reason. Because boys can't fight, we can't talk like men and just sit it down. And that's the whole sad thing about this whole situation, regardless of who he was talking about, who he had beef with, what happened when he saw Rondo, whatever. We lost another young black man to some ignorant violence. And as far as the other dude talking about the election don't involve hip hop should have been more in an election. We should be more in an election and not getting away from that. So that was crazy for that dude to even say, not to be knocking his comment or his opinion, but at the same time, I think that we should be more in an election because you see when black people turned out, what happened? We got what we wanted this time. I'm not saying it's the best situation, but we got who we wanted to get up out of office. First time watching your show, I'm definitely check it out again. And that's all I gotta say. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, that boy B.
All right, mama, have a good one.
All right. And like Gemini said, everybody who was on here cursing, I told y'all not to curse. I agree with Gemini. Y'all need to hit up my Cash App, Nique at night 12, okay? Because y'all messing up my coin and me doing my job by cursing. I don't appreciate it. So, yes, I agree with Gemini. Hit up the Cash App because y'all playing with me, okay? All right. If you guys have not hit the like button, make sure to hit the like button at this point. That helps me out a lot on these lives by you hitting the like, showing that you are engaging in the video. And if you want to bless your girl, my info is going across the you know, saying across the bottom. And I feel like Gemini is speaking facts. All right, 500K. 500K.
Yo.
What's up?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's up? Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, with the situation with, like, I'm breaking up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, with Asian Doll, you know what I'm saying? So basically what I was saying was, like, with Asian Doll, like, my thing is, like, I'm more, like, open-minded. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, I do believe in the afterlife. I'm not saying if she spoke to him or not. I'm not saying none of that. But anything is possible. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, like, with the whole situation, like social media, making different people engagements, I should think, like, people should just let that man rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel from the heart. Like, I listen to him a lot, like King Von. And I really respect, you know, the music he did and all that. But I think a lot of people, they say stuff and they don't really know what they're talking about. And my thing is, like, his manager said he was there or whatever. I was waiting to hear from him, not nobody else, because he was there. He only knows
his manager
really what
did you
basically
hear
what happened.
His manager did speak. He did an interview.
Say it again.
I said his manager did speak. He did an interview. All right, 500K, you got to call back. Your Wi-Fi messing up. D Risen?
Yeah, you hear me good?
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for this platform. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. I want to piggyback a little bit on the last dude on what he said, or what he was trying to say. A lot of people don't know what the fuck damn. I'm sorry.
Send me a Cash App. Now I'm about to send me.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. A lot of people don't know what they're talking about when it comes down to street politics. They should just let that man just rest in peace. They should let, you know, his circle handle their situation. As of Asian Doll, I believe that, you know, she does have a right to say what she want to say, but at the same time, if she's a street woman and she's from the streets, then she should know the code. And being on social media is a sign of snitching, you know. And I'm from the street, so I know the code. And the people that I know and I grew around, they would not accept me being on social media, telling my business or telling a story about a street situation. She should, you know, keep that in house and keep that between her and her circle and whoever's that's involved. And plus they have to also realize that the police are involved, and of course they're going to be looking at, you know, social media. They're going to be looking at your platform to see, you know, what's going on, because they don't know everything and they have to put all the pieces together. Another thing that bothered me is the fact that I've been following this story since it broke, and the first thing I seen was one footage of the place that, you know, that where it was at, and they only had one footage. And ever since then, people just took that and ran with it in so many different directions. And the only thing I kept on saying to myself was one thing, you know, for King Von and his manager, them two had to been smart enough in that situation to either one have more bodyguards or more professional bodyguards, or they had to been more sightful of what was around their surroundings. If they had problems with certain people that was there, to get themselves out of there, because they not street dudes no more. They not them type of guys where you can just be at the club anymore and do your 1-2 step and flirt with the strippers there or whatever. But you got to be a role model now. You got to be a face now. You're a brand now, and those are the things that him and his manager should have had, down pat before they went to the club, or even before this whole situation of him blowing up and starting to do music really start to take off. Like, that should have been the main thing, before all this led up. So I feel as though a lot of mistakes has been made by King Von, by the whole team, even by Asian Doll, by everybody. But for the most part, people need to just mind their business and let them do what they have to do, and just remind themselves that they live in a certain world. Everybody don't live in the same world as y'all do. Every hood is different, but also every hood is the same. It has the same rules. It has the same, boundaries, and everybody knows the rules and the boundaries. There's certain things that you can and cannot do, and it goes for every city in America. I'm from New Jersey,
I'm
so
gonna have to wrap it up because we at an hour and 30, and I got 10 people waiting in the background. So I'm gonna need
I appreciate it, and I got something on your Cash App for cursing. I apologize once again, but thank you.
Yeah, hit that Cash App because y'all playing. Okay. All right. Net.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey girl, hey. Were you in that good lighting, huh?
Yep, they say get in the lighting, and that's what I did.
I heard that. What's your thoughts?
Okay, so my thoughts is I really believe that Asian just acting out because when the whole situation happened, believe it or not, like I've been following a lot of it, and her and King Von wasn't on the greatest of terms. And if they was on the greatest of terms, she would have told him, he would have knew about the record with YB. He wouldn't have found out about it online. And then he posted about it like, oh, and I trusted you, I should have known. So I think she's acting out because of that.
All the time. She definitely did.
Yeah, she's acting out because of that. And now, like, it's other girls coming out too saying that they had a secret relationship with him. So it's like kind of a battle thing. So that's why she changed her name to Queen Von, to let all them know, like, yeah, they might have had him, but she was the queen. So I just feel like, she's acting out and she just needs time. She just needs to get off social media, and she's reading a lot of stuff where people was blaming her and Jania for it. So she's hurt. So people need to just be patient with her and, send their condolences, and that's it. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
All right. Thank you, Net.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. Now we're going to go to King Ken, who's trying to bully the line. Let me talk. Let me speak. What's up?
How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, first I want to say, rest in peace. And then I send my condolences to him and his family. But I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Milwaukee. And to me personally, he wouldn't have had it no other way than to have his people around him. He wouldn't have wanted nobody else around him because they know how to move. And it's a certain way that you move with your people. Now, if he say, I'm going over here, they're not going to tell him where he can and can't go. They're going to follow him. It was nobody. They can't tell him like, no, we're not going to this club if he want to go to this club. It's where he go. He's the money. He's the bank. It's what he say go. So they have to move the way that he had to move. It sound like that whatever was going to happen was going to happen. Regardless of wherever they was or whatever, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It's a sad situation, but it is what it is.
Anything else you wanted to add? Because you said you had a lot. I'm giving you the flow.
No, because it's just crazy how people are just like pointing the fingers and all of this and that, and blaming her. Yeah, she does have to watch her mouth. She does have to watch her mouth of what she say because you can get people hurt. But she is grieving. And at the end of the day, it seems like she really don't know no better. She's another person that's in position that's probably got a lot of people around her where she's the breadwinner, and they can't tell her what to say or what to do. So she's speaking out without having knowledge of what you're supposed to say or what you're supposed to do. This social media thing has taken over where you on your way to the hospital, you going live. When you sitting in the car, somebody gets shot, you going live. It's just so much that people want to do about the attention. The attention takes over the situation. And right now she's just looking for attention. Not saying that she can't grieve the way she wants to grieve, but hell, you wasn't even with the man. That wasn't even your man no more.
All righty. Well, thank you, King Ken.
All right, thank you.
All right. Bree, if you want to come on, I need to see your face and know that you're not a troll for me to add you. All right. All right. Hey.
Can I turn off my camera now?
Yeah, you can turn it off now. I just need to make sure it's not nobody trolling. But go ahead.
That's me. I'm a regular. What I have to say is gonna be a real unpopular opinion. I feel like why is it okay for her to blame the homies, and it's not okay for them to blame her for the situation? Who knows if he wasn't mad about the song, you know? If it's not okay for them to blame her.
Somebody in the comments said, why she turn her camera off? She cute. But go ahead.
Thank you. But I feel like why is it not okay it wouldn't be okay if the homies was blaming her. Like, well, he acted off of that song or anything, but they blaming. You know, I feel like everybody just giving her. I hate people that grieve online too. That's another big thing. Like, if you so much of grieving, why are you grieving online to the world? Like, do you really want attention?
You feel like people is giving her too much of a pass. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. Like, why are you giving her a pass? And then she act like his homie supposed to throw their body as a shield in front of him? I'm confused. What did they want from the friends? And
yeah,
I do believe
she made a comment. She said if they didn't die with him or get shot, they didn't help. That's what she said.
So so that was supposed to be his personal shield.
Yeah.
And everybody's okay with it. Like what? Like people need to be, I don't know, a little slow, but that's besides the point. And well then if I was the friends, I would blame you probably had some blame to this. You had some blame to this too, since you're doing a song with his so-called enemy and stuff like that. But I do believe she's with his family, and I believe that the family probably is the one that's asking for the chains. You know, like get them chains back. Like, you know, once it's always a money thing after somebody passed too. That was celebrity. They family want grab their chains back and all that he spent. Like, I just feel like it's a little fishy. All
right. Facts. Hello. All right, you're gonna have to call back in. Elect of the living God.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think you called me last time, and I told you about this name of yours.
I didn't last time, but anyway, other than my name, I'm speaking on the spiritual aspect of it. When she was like talking about his last words and all that, it wasn't his last words at all. I can tell you that right now. Like when people be pursuing spirits and stuff, if you ain't doing it through Christ, then it's the devil. Okay, now she can say all that and have a whole bunch of other people going out trying to do something that came out of her mouth and get a whole bunch of other people killed. Like people don't forgot about God, like in this generation, and that's why all of this killing and this chaos and all this other mess is going on, and it's going to continue to go on. But people lost. People don't lost themselves, and yeah, that's just it.
Okay, so you said that she wasn't talking in the spiritual; she was talking in what?
What?
You said something. You said she wasn't talking in the spiritual. It wasn't coming from a spiritual place.
No, it might have been coming from a spiritual place, but it wasn't from the correct spiritual place. If it's not through Christ, you consort with demons. So people that go to like psychics and mediums and trying to speak to their dead loved ones and stuff, them is not their dead loved ones. Those are demons. Those are demons talking to people, telling them things. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you.
All
right. Frack Gucci.
Yo, how you doing? Well, I'm gonna say rest
Boy,
in
that
peace.
came with his chain. Like check out his drip, y'all. He done came with chains, the Gucci on. Yeah, go ahead now. Go ahead
Yeah,
now.
but I'm gonna say rest in peace to the king. But at the same time, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, little homie, he has security. Like everybody know that. Everybody who know it. He has some security. But sometimes when you got security, you still wind up doing your own thing to a degree, to where it kind of puts security in danger also. Now the security they gotta look out for themselves and their family, but they got a job to do at the same time. But you're supposed to minimize the damage. So everybody can't be getting killed. So we ain't all finna got like no crash dummies and security, King Von dead, everybody dead. It ain't gonna go down like that. But as far as the dog go, you know, her little comments and everything, you know, I mean, she's speaking from a from a selfish point of view. When I say selfish, what I'm saying is like from her point of view, you know, but she got to be mindful at the same time that all comments ain't received the same way, you know, like you said, you know, some people take that energy different. They gonna go react. They gonna hit the street. They gonna hit the block with that energy, and they can go react off of that. So everybody got to be mindful of what they're saying. That's really it.
All right, well, drop your socials to the people. Is it Frack Gucci? That's where they can find you.
I actually messed up. It's Frank Gucci. It's supposed to be an N in there. Frank, Frank, Frank Gucci.
Oh, okay, Frank Gucci. So they're gonna type that in and they're gonna find you.
Yeah. Well, they find me on the Straight Talk TV.
All right, right, Frank.
All right, bet.
All right. The Nurse and the Nerd.
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. Well, if this is what the street code and all these codes are, I prefer to have the code to my neighborhood, the code to my gate, the code to my bonds, because this is completely ridiculous. Of course, RIP to that young man and anyone else who lost their life. Even the manager himself to listen. First of all, what management company is having an interview after an artist that they've had has passed away and lost their life? You're thinking of not just thinking of that, you're thinking of the loss and everything, but you're also thinking about lawsuits and different things that can come afterwards. Most people would have they'd write, you know, a basic statement stating that we're sorry and things of that sort, and they move on. You're not having an interview with DJ Academics on like a live stream talking like in a sort of walking through the events that transpired. That can get you into a lot of other legal issues. Those aren't the type of moves. I'm like, what kind of management company does this man represent? And then you do have this position of Asian. Unfortunately, that young lady is completely lost because every other week she's changing her look, she's changing her name, she's Asian, she's black, she's dark, she's light. She don't even know. So really, it's not her fault that at the end of the day, well, actually, yes, it is her fault. Because once you become an adult, you do understand the things that you say does have consequences. What she tweeted, regardless if you're in the street, out of the street, in the country, out of the country, you have common sense. What you're saying is very, 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 very dangerous. You're saying that these people should have lost their lives as well. You're questioning someone. At the end of the day, if someone starts shooting, you have no idea. Everyone has a flight or fight. They do not have a genetic disposition to say protect Vaughn. Unfortunately, at that moment, what transpired, the only person that can't be there is the management, the people that lost their lives. There's a lot of things. But for that woman to get on social media and say such dangerous things, that says a lot about her character. And every minute you turn around, she's posting her and this gentleman, instead of saying RIP to the man, and you feel for the family and show that, hey, we're setting up a trust fund for the children that he's left behind. And these are the type of steps that psychological, you know, counseling for the children. You've made it all about you and how much you could show on Instagram that this man was rubbing your behind. It is not about you. It is about this man and the other people who have lost their lives and who have left a family. And to sit up here and talk about a chain, I wish that was the most important thing, with a chain to be taken away. That's so juvenile.
All right. Thank you, the nurse and the nerd.
Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Let's go to Rhonda.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Rhonda got the footage out, y'all. Rhonda didn't come to play either. Rhonda said, I'm about to bring the girls out. Okay.
You play too much, Nique. Look, I wanted to say that before it's crazy because when it came to Pop Smoke, I didn't really know nothing about him until he passed, but I knew about King Von before he passed. But I want to say that when I used to watch little videos of him and Agent Dog, he used to always be like, they know how to try me. They like, I just feel like he kind of felt like he was untouchable. And even they was at a restaurant one time and somebody said something on the comment, they was on live, and he was like trying to get them the location, and she was like, no. Even the other people who was at dinner with them were telling him not to get them location, but he was like, what I'm trying to say is pull up. So it's like, again, I hate that happened to him too, but it is like you ask for certain stuff. You got to know that, like people say, everybody feel like everybody else can be touched but except them. And it's crazy. And with Asian Dog, she didn't talk to NBA Youngboy. She taught NBA Youngboy brother. Cause I heard Ben 10 was telling I forgot that single boy who he was talking to. So she did that for him. She did that out of spite to get back to Ed Bond, but she did it because she used to talk to NBA young boy brother. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous.
All right.
But can I say this right quick to that girl who was saying, I'm from Atlanta. To that girl who was saying that she live in Atlanta or whatever, and a lot of stuff happened in the parking lot. Like that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. The thing is, and then too, like what people fail to realize, like they both sides was.
Hold on, pause for a second. We got a $100 donation from Erica Jordan. Thank you, love you back, and I appreciate the support. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate it. You just made my day, girl.
That is a lot of love. But yeah, but that's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, Rhonda. And thank you again, Erica, girl. You came through, honey. Clark Bay.
Yes, how you doing? Islam. I was thinking of.
You got it on the TV.
Oh yeah, let me go on the back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. With the manager, I feel that the manager was wrong. He should have protected King Von far as going out the back door and everything, and far as just protecting Von, and he got into that situation, and I knew they had to talk about it before they got out the door. He supposed to go out the back door. I did security before too, and you could see on the side of the truck when old boy came out and popped Von in the side. You see in the background another police officer shooting at King Von's people.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? I know you seen that.
Oh, say that again. You said what?
King Von's people. The police was busting at King Von's people.
Mm-hmm. I just know that it was a lot of chaos that I seen going on.
No. King Von was grabbing on somebody, and the guy came from behind the truck and popped him in the side. Then after that, when old boy was sitting on the ground, he was waving the gun, acting like he was shooting, but it was the police shooting at King Von people. That's how the three people got King Von people got killed.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was all this a setup on some real stuff. I'm from Detroit, and I know how they, people, what it is. So that's all I'm saying. Like you can see all the setup. because the boy that was on the ground already did what he supposed to do, hit Von on the side, and just late right there. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when the police came out and started shooting at King Von people.
All righty. Well, thank you, Clark Bay.
All right, just look at the video. You will see what I'm talking about. Stop it frame by frame. You will see way in the background when they did they dirt, they all bust up. That's when King Von's people started trying to pick them up. They came and do a job. You can see it all on the tape. It was a job. It was a planned hit. It was a planned hit, flat out. All right. All right.
Kay, I can't tell if you got your mic on or not. I can't really see what's going on, so I cannot add you on yet because I can't see you. Nita?
Hey, Nique. I look kind of crazy, so can I get from the camera?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so here's what I want to say about this situation. The situation in itself is sad, but paying attention to what first and foremost, I don't think the manager should have did an interview. You know, I think the manager.
I think he said too much. He definitely.
I think he ran off of emotions because of what Asian was doing, and he felt like as if he had to do an interview because maybe the crew was getting, threats or people was coming at them and so on and so forth based on what she was posting online. I do not think it was smart for him to do an interview because there's a lot of things that he said in that interview that is very problematic, from saying that Vaughn initiated, or when someone came to the car, he initiated this whole altercation. And people are saying that they were in the club. Based on what the manager stated, they were sitting in the car, and a friend ran up to the car and told Vaughn that he saw so and so. And when the friend told him that, Vaughn got out the car and ran to the situation, and the manager said it happened so fast to next thing you know, shots rung out and so on and so forth. Now, I think it's irresponsible for people to even be blaming, the crew, because I mean, how are you going to run to bullets if you don't have a gun? You can't run to bullets if you don't have a gun, especially if you don't know where the bullets are coming from. And we can't forget, or we can't ignore, that 3 people died. So for Asian to even get online and say, if you did not die or it did not get shot, then you didn't do anything to protect him. It's like she wanted the entire crew to be gone because they didn't have any guns, per the manager. All of their weapons was inside of the vehicles because it was under their understanding that they were going in the club and they knew they could not have guns, so they did not have any weapons on them. So it's like she wanted all of them to get killed.
All right. Thank you, Nita.
All right, Nique.
All right. Top notch, Risha?
Yes.
Hey.
Okay, I just feel like Asian doll, she made comments or whatever. I feel like she's entitled to say whatever she want to say. Even with the emotion part, I just believe that she was stating, because when you sleep with somebody every night, you know what they say. Guys pillow talk at night, and we don't know what he discussed with her or whatever to make her say the things that she said or whatever, because she has to get knowledge from somewhere. And even with the whole, shooting thing, I feel like nobody was prepared for the situation or whatever. King Von, it is what it is. He's one of my favorites. He's a hothead. He's gonna do whatever he wanted to do or whatever. No security can't control him. Nobody can stop him when you in rage and you're elevated. Nothing that nobody can do to stop you. You all in. And I just feel like, over the time, stuff would down all the way down, and then we'll really get the truth behind the matter.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
All right. We're gonna go to
What's up?
Hey.
I am from Savannah, where Quando Rondo is from. I live in Savannah. Well, I'm not from Savannah, but I live in Savannah. I'm from New York. I have I seen it before everybody did. Like, it came across my feed like instantly before anyone was talking about it. The situation was Quando Rondo went to the club that Vaughn was at, okay? Once he went to the club that he was at, they waited for them afterward. You know what I'm saying? So after that happened, Quando Rondo got beat up by Von. He got beat up. So little Timmy, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else, they jumped in, but then he shot him, you know what I'm saying, because he was getting beat up. So it wasn't like a fair fight. So that's the real live thing on that. I feel like Asian Doll has the right to say what she whatever she wants or needs to say. Everybody know that they were together publicly, and I know that she really feels some type of way, you know what I'm saying? But I just also feel like sometimes, you know, I mean, like, we from the generation where we not gonna put our business on, you know what I mean, online, and where we're not gonna express our feelings while we're grieving online. That's their generation. You can't knock them for getting online and telling everybody, yo, I feel like I want to die. That's the way they express themselves. You know what I'm saying? I say this. King Von called himself a demon, right? Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though he wasn't in Chicago, that demon followed him to Atlanta. You cannot escape your fate, yo. Not saying that it's right, but come on, like, they get bread, they glorify gun life. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. And that's what the true life story is. It's a shame that these people got killed. And it's wrong that people are blaming the police because it's an easy out. Nah, let's get to the facts first. Because us as Black people, we need to really get it together. Like, for real. Stop going on he say, she say. No. What's the facts? What's the real life story? You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about the situation. And thanks for hollering at me, Nique.
All right. Thank you, Shay.
Keep it popping.
All right. Kay? Kay?
Hi, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I just have a question too, because I saw a video of King Von in the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the manager said that they never even made it in the club. So I'm confused about that part. And another thing is Asian, whatever you want to call her. I don't call her that. She's a troll. They're not married. You're not his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So just like he got shot up.
You said you seen footage of him. Okay, so I'm gonna pause you right there because I had zoned out for a second. The manager, if you listen to the interview, the manager said that they were at Club Opium at first. They left Club Opium, and then what you see on the footage is them outside of the hookah lounge. We didn't see King Von inside the hookah lounge. You seen him probably. There is footage online. But his manager clearly said that they were celebrating his album release at Club Opium. They left Club Opium, and then they went to the hookah lounge where they were outside. So I don't know, maybe y'all not even full interview or something.
Yeah, because it's still weird because even on the video, it's like they were coming out of the doors. They weren't coming from any vehicles. They weren't coming from any cars. So it was like as if they were inside the club and they were coming out and fall outside. If you look at it again, it looked like they're coming out of the doors first. So it's all over the place. Rest in peace to that boy. But that girl need to stop. You can't even make no funeral arrangements for the guy. Y'all wasn't married. Okay, you crying and stuff, you're hurt. Okay, I understand that. But what about the baby moms? He got kids out here. How do you think they feel? They not all on lives and crying and oh he a real one. He was a real one, but they not doing no lives and stuff like that. So like she girl bye. Girl bye.
All right.
And also I wanted to point out one more thing real quick. As far as the friend stealing from him, I'm kind of iffy about that because I done been in the streets. I done had people get shot up and I go to their crib and I remove everything I need to remove for legal purposes. So I don't know if he had illegal stuff in the house and they were trying to clean the house out, but I don't know. But thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kay. Demetria?
Hey, Nique. I'm
Hey.
over here trying to fix my camera. I know you saw me backstage.
Yeah, I seen you backstage, girl.
Sorry. But I'm just disappointed with people. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how Asian really doesn't have a fight in the game. You know, this man had picked her, this child picked her to be his partner. Let me try to cover myself up. This child picked her to be his partner. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Go ahead.
Picked her to be his partner. And just like another caller has said, no telling what the hell he was saying to her in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, they had created a bond. They was together, it wasn't like a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that. And then I wanted to know what's going on with the Tim and Quando situation, because they said that Tim and that I don't know. I'm just confused about it all.
Well, I can tell you one thing that's going on with Tim. He's in jail. He got arrested.
And he was there with Quando.
Yeah, he's the one on camera shooting at Vaughn. He's arrested. So that's what's going on with him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a sad situation. It's really sad. But to say that Asian don't have a fight in the game, that's just, this girl she's, you know how it is when you lose somebody, you just in that world. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm so sad for them. I'm just sad for the mom and everybody.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Demetria.
Okay.
All right. And they said you got a nice wall in the chat.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Biggie King, I don't see you, so I'm gonna go to Sharon. Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Nique. So basically, I don't know if y'all been following his sister, but she said that she was actually there and she was in another car. And she's not even talking that much. His baby mom's not really saying anything. So I just feel like Agent Dow is like speaking out too much. I understand everybody agrees differently, but it's like his sister, his blood sister that was there, she's not even saying anything. And I don't know if you seen what T.I. said, but she and a whole bunch of people from Chicago was upset with T.I.
I didn't see what he said. What did he say?
Something like, keep your issues in your own city, don't bring that to Atlanta.
Oh, wow. I didn't say that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's all I got to say. Thank you.
All right. Peace out. Danae?
Hey, Danae. So what T.I. actually said, just to piggyback off that, T.I. said he's getting tired of people coming to Atlanta to kill each other. They need to go to their own cities to kill each other. So basically he was saying killing is cool, but do it somewhere else.
Oh,
He's
wow.
always talking out the side of his neck. So
that was kind of reckless to say, but
right, they tore him up. But anyway, I just wanted to speak on how people are coming for Asian Doll a little bit too much dip on the chip. I'm not feeling it because I guess I'm the only one that follows the neighborhood talk. Did we bypass the fact that the baby mama had tweeted, "Oh, I don't mind sharing my child with Asian Doll," and I was looking at her story earlier. Both of his children were over her house. So how is she doing the most when it seems like everybody that's they're mad about the baby mama's not being recognized, but they're with her. So
I think there's actually more to it than that. I don't think that people have a problem with her expressing her love for Vaughn, but I think that people were looking at the reality of the situation, being that she just did a song with NBA Youngboy, where NBA Youngboy was saying that he was going to meet the Reaper. So I feel like people, even though yes, she's accepted within his family, I think people on the outside looking in are looking at it like, okay, we understand how you feel, but they feel like she coming in hot because there was shots fired, and this was NBA Youngboy's camp. Also, on top of that, the accusations that she's throwing out. I think if all she was doing was showing that she loved him, showing that she cared about him, and just reflected on the memories, I don't think that people would go in so hard. I think the reason why people are going in so hard is because she's saying, I'm Queen Von, I'm this, I'm that. Like, you know, people was like, wait a minute, hold up. You kind of messed with his ops.
I'm
So
not surprised because she is not to say this is an excuse, but she is younger. If I'm not mistaken, she's like 21, 22. So her reaction is kind of matching her age, at least in my opinion. But I just thought it was strange how people are saying, commenting on the baby mamas, when I did realize that today that the baby mamas were with her. Not going to disagree about the whole tweeting and the conspiracies that she's coming up with. I get it. It is a bit much, but I don't know. We all had a young boyfriend when we were 20, 21, 22, and I can only imagine if they passed away. I'm not saying I would react the same, but I'm just trying to look at it from both sides. You know, I don't want to judge when I'm not in the situation, and I never have been. So, but that's all I wanted to say. And hey, Nique, good night.
all right, thank you.
All right, bye, Nique.
All right. Let's see. Jay Bella, you better not be no troll now.
I swear I'm not a troll.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, I'm not a troll. I didn't want to be in trouble. But my thing is, like, I don't understand. Like, I know King Von, he died, but I don't understand, like, why people, with the manager doing the interview, I don't understand why people feel like he's talking too much. Like, even when Megan got shot, like, people still to this day want to, like, we want to know the real story, right? People keep getting online talking, you know what I'm saying, going around the story, not really telling what really happened. So him, you know what I'm saying, after this man got shot, which nobody want to bring up, like, he did get shot, so really he has the right to do an interview. He actually took a bullet. So Asia Doll saying, like, oh, if you didn't die, or if you didn't get shot, like, you know what I'm saying, you wasn't there, or you wasn't for him. He took a bullet. He was right behind him. And it's like, which one do y'all want? Do y'all want to know the story, or do y'all not want to know the story? And y'all saying, like, oh, he's doing too much, he's talking too much. Like, I mean, he's a manager. I didn't even know he was YNW Melly's manager. Like, he could have been really out here clout chasing with all the stuff that boy going through, but he never done no interview. And I also felt like when the manager was talking, he was saying that Von was like not himself that night. He probably was like turned up. It was his album release party. He probably was on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of drugs and wasn't really thinking. And looking at the video, to me, like, people are getting confused. Like, nobody said that they were in the club. He said this was the second place they went to. They were supposed to be going back to the Airbnb or the hotel, but then they went to the after hour spot, which was the hookah lounge. And as soon as Queen Von heard that such and such, look, I sound like him talking about such and such, not trying to say no name, but Quando Rana was there, he hopped out. Now, being a man, he hopped out and actually was fighting him. I don't see how him saying that is giving Quando Rondo's friend or whoever, the dude, Timmy or whatever, the dude that was in his entourage, a self-defense case, because if you look at the video, he wasn't in a fight. So at the end of the day, self-defense is if somebody's attacking you, right? You cannot claim self-defense, especially if you're now on your own property. That's just like if somebody came up in your house and, you know what I'm saying, you was fighting them, trying to get them off you or whatever, and your father came down the stairs and shot him. That's self-defense. That right there was not self-defense. He literally came out of nowhere and just shot. I mean, he didn't even try to fight. Like, these younger kids, like, I'm 31 years old. Like, these younger kids, like, when I was coming up, like, we used to just throw hands. Like, it was like, okay, if a gun went off, it was because somebody shot in the air to get her, you know what I'm saying, to stop all the ruckus, to get everybody running away. And that's why everybody was running away, Asian doll, because you were not there. When you hear guns going off, you're, as a human being, you're not going to stand there and get shot. You're going to run. I don't care what nobody say. And I understand that she's hurt and she's young, and so she felt like Well, y'all should have been there.
I heard
Well,
you,
No,
look,
King.
let me
sweetheart.
ask you
A
a
gun is
question.
a gun. And
So
they
if
were
all the
not
people that's
armed.
out there
Are
with
you gonna
guns,
run towards bullets if
I
you're
heard
not
you
armed
can't get a
yourself?
self-defense.
A $1 million business.
I heard you can't get
Telling you
self-defense.
put my life on the line for you because you
If
helped
what?
protect my
He
business.
wasn't
exactly.
fighting him.
Okay, this
But
man
He was not
for the
he was
story.
not his security. He wasn't even his security. Timmy was not his security. He was a part of his entourage, but he was not a security. He was a felon himself.
That's
J
He
man.
wasn't even supposed to have a gun.
It
let
said
somebody else speak.
he wanted his friends around him because they gonna move how he want to move. I'm from the
period.
6400 in Western St. Louis, Missouri. You feel me? So if I blow up, I'm gonna
I'm from
have my
Kansas City,
people
Missouri.
around me. I'm
Thank
not gonna have no security, but security ain't gonna die about me. Okay, they gonna do
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Period. I'm not gonna die for nobody.
People that's
Think
around me,
about
if we
George
make money,
Floyd. He
more than
shouldn't
At
money,
the
got
end of
we
the
shot.
gonna
day,
die about
that's
this
what the
together.
fuck you
Them boys
sign up
set
for,
him
though. At
up
the end of the
as he was
day,
getting
when
in
I
that
got the
car
millions,
and
you supposed to
telling
protect the
boxes and
bread
trains.
regardless. Period. I'm the investment,
I'm not
so you
about to. I'm
have
not
to
about to risk my
protect
life
it.
for nobody.
Then you don't sign up for that job.
What Young Grove said, right? Facts.
I
You
won't
don't
risk my
sign up
life
for
for
that
nobody.
job. And if I got all my peoples with me, they better be willing to bust something about me because I'm the investment.
Exactly.
Or I'm not bringing y'all with
And if
me.
I die, I want
Period.
people to know that I got set up if my partner was there and I died and they ain't died with me.
And then then I got partners standing around me with guns and they running. That don't
Exactly.
make sense. Period. That man lost his life, man, and that's a fucked up situation.
No
Because it ain't
cursing,
nothing but
Right.
us
But
black
over
people
there,
dying.
Young
but that
Grove. No
man name like
cursing,
he
Young
been like
Grove.
Oh, I
he
apologize.
left her for a reason. He broke up with her for a reason. Let's realize
Wait,
that they not together now. They wasn't together before this boy died. Why are we sitting here talking about it like they was together in a relationship before he died? No, they was not. They been over.
and can I
That
say this
was past shit.
though?
Stuff. Excuse me.
But nobody
Can I
can't
say
tell
this
nobody
though?
how to feel
Can
about
I
a
say
lost
one?
one, man. Can't nobody tell nobody
Can
how to vent.
I,
Can't nobody. How can you tell? You ain't
can I say
hurt
this?
like that. You don't know the hurt.
Expose that type of stuff because
Can I say
social
this? A lot of
media
people
creates the
saying
perception
protect the
like
brand,
y'all
right?
friends. Huh?
All right, wait, Glizzy and Young Grove. Let Bree talk. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Can I say this? Y'all saying protect the brand and all that you supposed to ride. It's like the manager, he clearly stated that wasn't nobody didn't have nothing on him, right? When shit hit the fan, once Vine decided he wanted to walk up to somebody's car, then nobody what you gonna do?
If I got dirty guns,
Protect the brand? What you gonna
somebody
protect
got
it?
on me neither.
You gonna protect the brand with your life, or you gonna run to that thing and go get that thing? You know what I'm saying? You from St. Louis, right? I'm from Kansas City,
I'm
Missouri.
gonna protect
Right?
my investment. So that means if I tell this boy I love him, I'ma die about it. So that means if somebody get the shooting and you the
You
friend,
gonna risk your
yes,
life
I'm
for
diving in front
somebody
of that
else's life?
motherfucker. I'm Superman. What you mean?
I'm like, shit.
Because if
I'm
you're from
like,
the streets, you're gonna live by that.
that
You're gonna
sounds
die by
stupid to
that,
me.
right? Everybody's saying that for Vine, like it's okay because this boy
Man,
said he was a killer, so he got killed. All right, so all these other boys saying that they riders, why they didn't ride? Exactly. They ran.
They let him get choked
ran.
out. They let him get choked out. Nobody was helping that man.
but
He was in there dying.
He was in the middle of the street, got
the
shot.
manager
And
clearly
then
said that he was
that boy was trying to take his
choked
chain
out.
off. That manager out here, man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all can't
All
make the
right,
story be what
Bryce.
y'all want it to
Bryce.
be. And
Let
this
Bryce.
man's here.
Bryce ain't said nothing. Go ahead, Bryce.
Yeah, same thing like George Floyd. He should not get killed neither. That police officer should not killed him. But now it's the whole issue with George Floyd being killed and can't breathe. You think if it was me and I said I couldn't breathe, you think you're gonna smother me by a car? Under a car? By a police officer? See what I'm saying?
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know this. This is talking predominantly to everybody in the comments. Y'all need to really pay attention, okay? Social media anxiety is a real thing, okay? And that's right there is what Asian doll is experiencing. Okay, yes, she may have loved that boy, but she's releasing on social media for sympathy because everybody in her circle knows the truth about that situation. So she's trying to talk to people that don't know the truth about the situation to get love, support, and relevancy. I bet you any money that girl come out with a song or a tape in the next couple couple of weeks or so with this man King Von name all through it. I guarantee it.
All right. Makita?
No, I'm just listening. I've been watching and getting ready for work. But like they saying, if you with the if you with it, you gonna be up on it. And it's like in the video, like I said, looks like deceiving. But as I saw somebody with a gun running from the incident, not towards it. And if you bout that life, like honestly, I used to stay on 68th and Sangamon in Chicago, and it was a bust out where the ops busting at the cops to get at each other, back at each other, because they own that. So it's like everybody talking about this code. The real gangsters really be like, okay, yeah, it's a code, but when you don't care no more, all these gangs just split up. It's a new gang. Ain't no more codes. If it was still codes, everybody would still be riding under whatever gang they grew up. They did and all that grew up. So it's all this code, but the code is you riding or you dying. That's all. You riding and you dying. That's all it is. Because if you sit here, you bring 15 people to the table and y'all all eat it. Then out of 15 people, only 2 of them really gonna sacrifice their life for you. Like, why you eating with me then?
Because it's a setup. That's why.
Right. And that's why I thought it looked like it could have been a setup. Just looking at it again, I keep rewatching it from my other laptop. I keep rewatching it, and I'm like, it looked like a setup. I'm not out here clout chasing though. It just looked like a setup. And it like they ran. It like they all ran.
Forget clout chasing, man. Somebody really lost their life. A couple people
Yeah,
lost their
and that's
life.
the
It's
thing.
bigger than
Yeah.
that.
So the
I know,
only
I'm just saying, people like
set them up. What's the best way to set up anybody? Get somebody that's closest to you. Money talk. Them people got money. Just like that lady was saying, talking about some, oh yeah, she live in Atlanta, she work in Atlanta, talking about people getting shot outside the clubs and stuff like that in the parking lot. That
you
ain't
get
got
shot
to do with
anywhere.
this situation because all them people is rich. Them niggas is rich. Okay, Quando Rondo got bread. King Von got million. All right. So at the end of the day, it's
But
not
what
about
if they
no red.
set him up? Ain't that gonna stop their money? Like if he the breadwinner, wouldn't that stop their money? Like, wouldn't that stop their income? Like if the manager set him up, he make money off of him being alive doing shows. So him setting him up, ain't that gonna cut off the money line?
Listen,
okay, because the boys in blue, them boys in blue wasn't just shooting for no reason. Why all these people get shot and nobody got arrested? Answer that. Everybody died. Niggas got shot. Nobody got arrested. I'm a real street dude, all right? So I understand what be going on out here because I ain't gonna never, but at the end of the day,
like, he did get arrested though. The guy,
the little Tim dude, that's because Quando Rondo took him to the hospital. If he would have never took him to the hospital, they would have never had nobody to pin a murder on. Everybody with more than one person was shooting, so why is one person in jail? More than one person got shot, more than one person got killed, but why is this boy is the only motherfucker in jail?
They telling you to simmer down in the chat.
I'm just saying because of the simple fact, y'all not paying attention to it. Y'all want to laugh, y'all want to talk and do all comments and stuff.
But I don't know. I don't like when people say, well, why this and why that? If you street, you know that sometimes it takes them time to develop certain cases to pin certain charges so that they stick. Now, the person who is a for sure that they seen shooting on the tape was Quando Rondo's boy. Now, there was other people that were shooting, but in order for them to make those charges stick, they have to have actual factual concrete stuff that's gonna stick, not just they gotta know exactly who it was. They have to have something that matches something. They can't just if it's not on the videotape. What happened with the little Tim, you see it directly on the videotape. They also have other people that was shooting, but the other person that the manager said that was shooting, who had a gun, he died.
Who? The manager? The manager that got shot ain't died. He's just
the guy he said BJ went to the car, got a gun, because nobody else had a weapon. And
BJ Chop Squad, the DJ, his best friend, right?
Huh?
Talking about BJ Chop Squad, the DJ, King Von's best friend, right?
No, he said whoever had the gun, he said that person got killed.
BJ Chop Squad, the DJ ain't dead.
Well, I don't know if it was BJ, but he said that whoever is the person who got the gun died. with him.
Where's the reports?
Oh,
Where's the picture of this boy?
okay. I just want to say something. Like,
fine, but where's the picture of anybody else dying? We don't have nothing.
I just want to say something. If somebody I love, I care about, I'm gonna die about. I don't care. And my thing is this: like, if somebody messing with somebody that's close to me or got beef with somebody that I feel like, okay, I'm gonna give my all for this person. It's a family member, for instance. Somebody could be saying they're gonna kill this person. Okay, you about to let it be known. I'm the type, I'm gonna go to the police and okay, I'm gonna kill this person. Yes, I'm letting y'all know. I don't care about what's gonna happen because I might not even have legal
Wait, you said what?
help. Okay, like for instance, a person was threatening my daughter. Let me explain something. A person was threatening my daughter. Okay, I'm gonna die by mass. Okay, these people ain't even kin to, and they still be, I'm gonna die for man. I'm gonna die for you or this and that. But okay, a person was messing with my daughter. So this is me. I go to the police. I let them know I'm going to kill them. I'm letting you know this. If somebody plays with my child, I'm just saying. This is like when people be like, oh, a code or stop talking so much. It ain't about that because at the end of the day, if something happens to somebody I love and care about, and I'm stuck in the head like, man, they not here no more. They gone. Something
if
gonna
you
happen.
do that,
Okay,
babe, you ain't gonna get a chance to do nothing.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
chance
I've done
to
it
do
plenty of times where I walked up to the police station and let the whoever in charge know. Let me tell you this.
You walked to the police station and you told them you was about to kill somebody?
I will, and I honest to God did. I honest to God did, right here to God, and I've done that before. And then guess what? I went to other places where people did stuff to make me look like the bad person. I let them know.
That's called, babe? That's called premeditated murder.
Yeah, but guess what? Nothing will happen. Nothing ever happened to me though. Can't nobody say. No, wait. Just so happened. Let me tell you something. Somebody threatened to do something to my child. Guess what? I was on live camera and I told them.
The regulators benefits from this shit.
I'm so lost.
No, I'm just saying, you might be lost, but I'm just saying, if a person gonna ride or die for somebody they love, they don't care about the repercussions of what's gonna be left behind. If you really about that life, you're not caring about how many years you gonna get in jail, how many people gonna come and bust at you.
I just want to say this, and then I'm gonna hold my peace.
You don't care about none of that. You don't care because you about that life for
when you
real.
got millions of dollars. Okay, you can buy police officers. When Suge Knight was in the game, he had half of LAPD on his payroll. So why y'all playing with people that got millions of dollars? Let's stop.
But I don't fuck with the police.
The boys in
I
blue.
don't fuck with them, but I will let